Good afternoon, everyone. Well, since today I cannot work outside again because it's cold, flurries here and there, and there's no snow to plow, no leaves to clean up because the snow covered, I'm going to go over my trailer and what I carry with me. Yeah, for fall cleanup, I should say. Starting with the front of the trailer, I have everything setting up here like this because that all sits in the back of my truck. So when I back my truck up, it just loads it in the back there. And I have a Dolmar PB701.4. That is getting replaced in the spring with the Steel BR800C. Carry a 5-gallon no-spill can. That sits in the back of my truck. I filled the DR up with that for the whole week. I have a can of 2-cycle just for the one piece of equipment that's 2-stroke, and that's the Echo. Starting with the front toolbox, I have 2 handheld blowers. I have the Dolmar 251.4 and a Makita BHX2500CA. These are the same blowers. One's newer than the other because Makita bought out Dolmar. This one is really old and burns a lot of oil because they are 4-stroke. I don't know if I mentioned that, but they are 4-stroke blowers. Also, what I carry in the toolbox is this right here. It's 2 shop vac extensions and a 2-inch Street 90. And I just put Gorilla Tape on them to hold them together. And what I do is I just slide this on there and it is ready for blowing out gutters, which you've seen me in a video or two. And this is what is carried on the side of my trailer. We have a small leaf rake that we use for reaching in under shrubs and bushes. And I have the Echo PAS. And I have an Echo PAS 225. That's my power head this time of the year. I leave the hedge trimmer attachment on it because we always trim some shrubs up or trim back a whole bunch of rose bushes, mostly the wild rose bushes. The next trimmer is Vicky's trimmer, which is a EM2650LH. That's the one we have bought last year for Vicky. That's our newest trimmer. This is the oldest trimmer, which is 4 years old. This is the Dolmar 246.4. And as with the blowers, Makita bought out Dolmar, and I will be replacing that trimmer sometime this year. But they don't no longer make the 2650LH. It's now a 2652LH. So I'll be getting another one of them in the spring. And these racks I made myself as just 2x6. These are fence stops, and I have a lag bolt with the padlock on it, and all of them have that nice little eyelet in there. So if we're going someplace, I just lock them up and don't have to worry about it. Also, I have a trimmer line holder that I made myself, just a piece of 2-inch flat bar. If I get around to it and remember it, I am going to replace this with some racks. I am going to get a 4-place rack system that bolts right to the side of the trailer. I also have a toolbox that I made, which is going to be replaced also this next season with the aluminum truck box. And there we always have a bush saw and loppers and Vicky's little pruning shears. Always got a hammer on the outside because you never know if you're going to need it. And another Fisker's pliers. That's for the smaller rounded shrubs. Oops, sorry about that. And bungee cords. Never have too many bungee cords, not in what we're doing. So inside the trailer, as of right now, since everything's ready to go for the next big cleanup, I have my Skag with the DR hooked to it. And then sitting on the outside here, this is a It's got a clamshell ready to go. And I have the Toro Time Master sitting right here by the door ready to go. And also, since I don't know what's going to happen, I have the snowblower for the sidewalk sitting right there ready to go also. Okay, and then in front there I have that's a Ryobi collapsible bag, which we're ordering some more bags from Amazon, which is going to be bigger. They're going to be 50-gallon bags instead of 32-gallon bag, and then just a garbage can that we throw. There's probably down at the bottom, there's probably empties all over the place. And we always carry 3 or 4 tarps with us, 8x10s, to throw stuff on. We have a very small little Wonder 5-horse, which we don't use that very often, but we use it once in a while. I also carry a farm jack with me because you never know. Actually, I use it quite often to hook on this handle to pick up the DR because I have a tendency of overloading it and I can't lift it up. And then this part right here is an extra toolbox. Carry a Craftsman air compressor because we're always getting flat tires. Just a small Echo. I don't even know what size Echo that is. That's a CS310. It's a very small chainsaw because all I need to do is trim up limbs because I don't cut any trees down. If it's a small tree, I'll take care of it, but any good sized trees, I don't have time for it. I just call one of my buddies. I have 2 buddies that are in tree removal. They take care of the big trees. This is the secondary deck belt for the Skag with the 52 there, the clamshell on it. And I carry this one in here, and I have 3 more belts in the toolbox in my pickup for both Skags. 1/2-inch drive socket set, 3/8 drive socket set, 3/8 drive metric socket set, SAE and metric Allen wrenches, 5 bars, all my other regular wrenches, jumper cables, because you never know when you're going to need that. One of these days I'll get a jump box. I also have a winch that goes on the front of the 48 because I have a tendency of getting the mower stuck all the time, and also I use that for my thatcher in the spring. Jug of bar oil. Yes, I have a fire extinguisher, starting fluid, breakaway, and some tape, hose clamps, and a couple other things in there. Spark plugs. Also have a trailer aid for when you get that flat tire, because you always get a flat tire on these trailers because of where we're going, and or a blowout because you run something over, and that just makes things way faster changing the tires. See that or not? Yeah, there is a 4-way for taking the lug nuts off too, and there's another chunk of hose. I always keep the extra chunks of hose and extra clamps for the DR. So what I do is if I get to a yard where I can use both mowers and it's a very large cleanup and I can dump on site, I unhook the DR, shove it up in the corner, turn it sideways, take this mower, park it right up against the DR sideways, and then back that mower on, which comes to about right here when it's all sitting on a trailer. It all fits, barely, but it all fits. And then on this other side, that's where I carry the rakes and shovels, which I have been getting away from that quite a bit. I've just been putting everything over there, pitchforks, brooms, and everything. It's better on the inside. And everybody's got to have one of the big wheelbarrows with double wheels there, and what we usually use them for is hauling mulch around to the back side of somebody's house, which we don't do too many mulch jobs, so we don't use it that often. And then I just have a spare tire mounted to the side there. It took me a couple years to get this trailer built the way I want it, because I built all the sides and everything myself. I still have to do some reinforcing on it, because the sides up there where the 2 pieces come together are not working out well. They're kind of flimsy, so they're always rocking back and forth and things are falling off. So I will be firming that up through, or I will be reinforcing that through this winter. So that's what I carry with me on my trailer in the fall. It's sometimes it's a little hectic because you've got to keep switching equipment out back and forth, but we try to keep one full day with one mower, and then if we have big cleanups or you have both mowers, we try to do all of them in one day also. And it usually works out pretty decent. We only have a couple days that's a little crazy, but other than that, they usually work out pretty good because we just schedule everything right next to each other. So that is going to be the end of my video for today. I thank you for watching and subscribing. If you could check out the links in the description box below, it'd be greatly appreciated. You'll see my mailing address and link to my Amazon store. So everybody have a good evening, and we will see you at the next yard.